Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss the payroll features about Tally ERP 9. Friends, under the Tally you can also enter your payroll voucher, you can also calculate the salary as well as the attendance of your employee, and you can also see the various reports related to the payroll. Before discussing, I am requesting you that friends, if you have not subscribed our channel Knowledge Ki Pathshala, then please subscribe our channel. Please share our video to your friends as well as your colleague. Let us start with today's discussion. Friends, today's discussion is related to the payroll features about the Tally. For the purpose of activating the payroll features, you have to select F11 features. You have to select the accounting features from there. I am selecting the accounting features for my company XYZ Private Limited. Here you will find that maintain payroll. Here maintain payroll. Please press yes here and save your setting. Again, when you save your setting, you will find your payroll information as well as your payroll voucher will activated. So under payroll information, you have to create your attendance type. So I am creating right now my attendance type. Here you have to create your employee, attendance type, pay head, voucher type, add extra. You can also create your employee group. Same for example our stock group or any other ledger group we are creating under the Tally. So right now I am creating my attendance type. So my attendance type I am creating is attendance under the primary, and this is the list of attendance type by default Tally has given. So I am selecting here the list of attendance type as a attendance leave, public leave with pay. So I have created my one attendance type. Now I am creating another payroll information under the pay head. So I am created the pay heads related to the salary. So I am creating suppose basic salary. What is basic salary? Basic salary is always earning for employee. Here I am selecting variable or fixed. You can select anything as per your requirement. Here you have to select your expense head, whether it will affect your net salary or not. You have to select whether what words you want to print your pay slip. You have to select whether it will affect your calculation of gratuity or not. You have to select. I am right now keeping it as a no. Calculation type you have to select. So I am selecting on the basis of attendance. Here you have to select the list of attendance from such list. So I am selecting the attendance type we have already created. Here you have to select your calculation period. So I am selecting my calculation period as a month, because in our country generally the salary is paid on a monthly basis. Here I have to select the basis of calculation, that is on the basis of calendar period. Now here you have to select the rounding method. If you want to choose rounding method not applicable, then you can also choose rounding method not applicable, but generally it will be the normal rounding up, and you can select here the limit as a 1 for a normal rounding up. Now I am creating another my salary head, that is dearness allowance. This is also earning for an employee. This is variable or fixed as per your choice. You have to select the group of your expenses. It will also affect your net salary. So I am writing here yes. What you want to print in your salary slip. So I am writing here DA. Here you have to select the calculation type. So I am selecting on the basis of attendance. I have to select the list of the attendance. I have to select the calculation period, and that is the month, and the basis of calculation, that is the calendar period. So it is by selecting this, the calculation of salary will be done on the basis of per day per calendar period. Here you have to select the rounding up method and its limit. So right now we have created two salary head, that is the basic salary as well as the dearness allowance. Now I am selecting another salary head, that is provident fund. This is the deduction from employee's salary. So I am selecting here deduction from my employee's salary. Here I am selecting it. Right now I am selecting under the current liability, because generally whatever we are deducting from my employee's salary, it must be deposited to the government. But right now, for your understanding purpose, we are selecting here the expense indirect. Friends, it is also affecting employee's net salary, because the whatever the salary he is earning, the provident fund will be reduced from his earning. So it will deducting, provident fund is deducted from employee's salary. So it will affect its net salary. Name you want to appear on salary slip. So I am creating here short name PF. Here I have to select calculation type. So I am selecting as a computed value. By prescribing the computed value, you can calculate such deduction amount automatically. Here I am selecting my normal rounding of, that is 1. Here I have to select on a current earning total. Here I have to write percentage or a value, whatever you want to select. Here I have to write my percentage. Suppose I am selecting 10% and just press enter. So till now I have created 3 payments head for a salary or a payroll purpose. Now I am creating employee. So I am creating employee, that's it, my employee name, and under the head primary, here I have to write his joining date. Here I have to write his salary detail. So if I want to define his salary detail, then I can define, otherwise I can select no. So I am defining his salary detail, so that the automatic calculation will be easy. Now here I may see my list of pay heads which I already created. So I am selecting here basic salary 50,000, dearness allowance 25,000, provident fund will be calculated automatically. Here you can write employees journal information. Here you can write designation, his function, his location. Here you can provide its bank detail. Here you can provide its statutory detail. In this way you can create your employee. Now I am creating another employee. I am writing his date of joining. I am defining his salary. His salary will be 10,000. Dearness allowance will be 5,000. Provident fund automatically calculate. Here you can write general information. Here you can write statutory information. Here you can write his contract detail. So I am skipping this. My employee is saved. Now I want to enter my payroll voucher. So from the gateway of Tally, just select on a payroll voucher button. Now there is a 2 payroll voucher is there. Here there is a attendance payroll voucher and another is a payroll voucher. So I am right now selecting attendance payroll voucher. For the month of my April, I am writing the attendance voucher. So I am selecting here my employee name E, attendance type as a attendance, which we already have created. Here I have to write his number of days which he has present in my organization. So I am writing only 15 here. Friends, you can understand how the automatic calculation will be done in your payroll voucher. Now I am writing here the ends attendance. Here I am writing 29 days and I am just pressing enter and saving my attendance entry. Now I am making my payroll voucher entry. Here again, when you click on a payroll voucher, the payroll voucher creation window will open. Here you will find that payroll autofill. Click on the payroll autofill. Here you will have to write the what you want to process. So I want to process my salary for a period from 2. So from 1 for 2020 to 30th for 2020. That is for my April months. Here I have to select my list of employee. I am selecting right now all the item. Here I have to select my employee name or an employee number. This is the sorting method. Here I have to select my bank name. So I am selecting my bank name. If you want to use the payment method particular, then you can select, otherwise press no. Just press enter. You will find that your payroll for the month of April 2020 is autofill. Friends, you will see that for the employee name and we have created the basic salary is 50,000 if you remember, and dearness allowance is 25,000, but he is present only for 29 days out of 30 days, so his salary is automatically reduced. You will also see that provident fund is automatically calculated as per the percentage given by us. You will also see that the employee's salary, because he is present only 15 days, so his salary is reduced by 50%. So in this way you can make the entry for your payroll voucher. Now we are discussing how to see the payroll report. For the purpose of viewing the payroll report, you have to go to the display menu. From display menu you will find here the payroll report. From payroll report you can see the statement of payroll. Here you can see the statement of payroll. Here you can find the pay slip. You can see the single slip as well as multiple slip. So I am selecting single pay slip. This is my pay slip. Here I have to enter my period. So you can find my pay slip. This is my earning. This is my deduction. This is my net amount. So in this way you can see the pay slip. You can also see the payroll statement for your particular class. This is my basic salary. This is my employee. So you can see the payroll statement also. You can also see the employee profile file. So I am selecting all the item. This is my particular employee's profile file. This is his basic information, general information, bank information, contact information. So in this way you can also see the employee profile file. You can also see the employee head count. So in the month of April we have created 2 employees who are joining on 1st April 2020. So the newly joining employee, this is my closing balance of employee, and this is the opening balance of my employee, and this is the closing balance per month for my employee. You can also see your attendance report for a particular month. Here you can see the attendance entry which we have already created. From the statement of payroll you can also see the pay head employee breakup for my particular employee. This is my employee. It's a pay head breakup, that is basic salary, dearness allowance, provident fund, etc. If you want to employee pay head breakup, then select employee pay head breakup. Here you have to select basic salary. So basic salary for my 2 employee, dearness allowance for my all employee, and provident fund for my all employee you can see. So from your payroll report you can find out your attendance sheet, attendance register, gratuity report, statement of payroll. You will find the pay slip, pay sheet. This is my pay sheet for my month of April. This is the payroll statement. You can also print your payment advice. You can also see the payroll register. So in this way you can find out various payroll report in your Tally ERP9 software. Friends, many persons do not know how to activate payroll information in Tally ERP9, but it is quite useful and quite helpful to the person who are maintaining the payroll information. So I hope you will understand this. In the next video we will discuss another features. If you like our video, then please share to your friends and your colleagues, and please subscribe our channel Knowledge Ki Pathshala Learning with CA. Thank you.